Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and welcome in if you are new. Today we are working on a cozy winter cottage in Henford on Bagley. I really enjoy how this one came out, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. This shape is coming together pretty easily. I did have a reference picture over on Pinterest. If I remember, I'll link that down below in the description. If not, you can always follow me over on Pinterest, where I pretty much have my Simspiration board as public, in case you are curious as to where I'm pulling inspiration from, or you're looking for inspiration for builds yourself, because a lot of those on there I don't always do. I kind of just save things, and eventually maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll never do it. I know we have some catching up to do, and I can't wait for that, and I can't wait to hear how you guys are all doing and how December is treating you. But before we really continue with this build, I do want to share that there is a winter sale on Sims 4 DLC packs. So many good packs like Cottage Living, Growing Together, Horse Ranch. Some of my favorites are up to 60% off, and I do have my own creator code. So if you apply promo code Symtherin, I will get a small commission, 5% usually, but during sales like this it is 7%. That again is creator code Symtherin, and thank you guys for thinking of me when you're purchasing packs. It's crazy awesome, and thank you to EA for sponsoring this part of the video. The roofing here was giving me some trouble because if I just dragged it along here, if you try to play on that second floor, part of the roofing kind of blocks your view. And if you guys have been following for a short while now, pretty recently, I've been getting into playtesting my builds. So it's helped a lot with my building process, I would say, because now when I'm building, I'm thinking about what this will look like if you're playing in this build. So I've been having a lot of fun kind of taking that new and different approach to builds. I still do love building 40 aesthetics, but it's kind of been fun trying to find that like balance. And hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. This build is actually a decent size. There are 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Each bedroom has its very own ensuite. I'm actually really proud of the floor plan too. I feel like recently my floor plans have been like killing it. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I struggle with floor plans a lot. But the last few builds I've done, and some of them you haven't even seen yet, so maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I really liked the floor plans, and I'm really excited for you guys to see those videos too. Also, I know I said this is a winter cottage, and you're probably wondering, where is the snow? Well, the snow is coming, okay? I wanted to do the landscaping and everything before I added snow for one very specific reason. Because it is easy to make, I think, landscaping in the snow look good because everything's dead, everything's covered in snow, all of that stuff. But there are times if you do it that way with the snow already covered everywhere, then sometimes when that snow melts, the landscaping doesn't make any sense. At least in my experience. So I wanted to make sure I got the landscaping pretty much figured out, and we're gonna do that pretty soon, but the snow is going to come once we're done with the landscaping. I also did not limit my pack usage for this build, so you're going to see a lot of things from different packs. Like some of the windows are from Life and Death, which is our newest expansion pack. Those window flower boxes up on the second floor, those are from, I believe, Lovestruck. This roof trim is from Life and Death or Lovestruck. One of those, I think it's Lovestruck actually. Anyway, what I'm really trying to get at is that it was a lot of fun kind of combining those newer expansion packs with some of my other favorite packs like Get Together and Cottage Living to really make this cottage come to life, per se. And when I was building this, I did keep in mind the Cozy Celebrations event that was coming up pretty soon. At this point, when I was actually building it, it wasn't live, but it's live now. And when I was revisiting this to edit the footage and take some screenshots and things, I was like, oh, maybe this is where I will play that Cozy Celebrations event. So I don't have any of those items unlocked yet. I have not had the time to actually sit down and play the game like that. if you guys are following me or paying attention to the community tab, I got sick a little bit. Not a little bit. It lasted like about a week, which really sucks because I know I was like, I'm feeling it. I'm getting back into the groove of things, and then bam, I got sick. I don't know what it was. I didn't test for anything. I was just in bed and kind of out of commission for a little while, but that's okay. While I was sick and kind of keeping it low key, I was playing a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley because I never really took the time to try and decorate there, and I kind of wanted to like get some of the expansion packs, but I told myself I can't get the expansion packs until I prove that like I'm invested in this game because I was so far behind. So I've been having a little fun with that. But what I really want to know is how you guys are doing. How is December? I know it's almost over. The year is almost over, which is just kind of mind-blowing. I've been thinking a lot about 2025, and I want to talk to you guys about that, but I don't think I'm going to talk to you about this in this video, only because I still have that one build that is going to be like an hour long that I am trying to gain my strength to actually sit down and record that voiceover. So I am saving that topic for another day, and that'll give me some more time to come up with some new ideas. But I'm very excited to make more content in the new year and things like that. So if you guys have any suggestions of types of videos you want to see, builds you would love to see, challenges, whatnot, you name it, I would love to hear those suggestions in the comments below because I'm getting my list together and it's going to be a fun year. I am also very curious to see what next year is going to bring as far as things from the team, like the Sims team and EA. The Sims franchise itself is going to be celebrating its 25th anniversary, which honestly is kind of mind-blowing to me because I mean, I don't want to age myself too much, but I am older than the Sims franchise. Like, I grew up with this game pretty much, and it was a big part of my life and for a long time, and then I took a break, and now I'm back at it. But yeah, it's going to be 25, and I know this past year they didn't really do anything for their 10th year anniversary of just The Sims 4 as a franchise or as a game. And the reasoning for that was pretty much because they're planning some stuff for next year, and I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen, but I'm really excited. If there's anything you guys want to see as far as like what kind of packs or what kind of updates or what kind of events you want to see in The Sims 4, I would love to hear about it because I don't know what I want. So I want to steal your ideas. I'm just kidding. I do want spiral staircases, but I don't know if that's even going to be possible. But I'm going to keep dreaming and hoping that we do get it. But I would love like a huge base game update. I think there's still a lot of things that I wish were in the base game that are in some other packs. And I don't know. It would be nice to kind of have more options for base game only builds, especially since I've been doing a lot of limited pack builds recently, and I'm hoping to do more next year, so stay tuned. We have now moved on to landscaping, and of course I am pulling out any debug items that I can find that I absolutely love, which honestly wasn't too hard because cottage living, and I will die on this hill, cottage living has some of the best debug items, and it's amazing. Both the regular debug and the show live edit objects, like all of that. I also feel like it pairs very nicely with a lot of the debug items from Horse Ranch, and that's what we're doing here. I believe those low-lying plants and of course this fence, those are both from Horse Ranch. And then I was getting really annoyed with these gates because there wasn't like a 3-tile wide gate that fit very well here, and I'm very OCD about that. So I end up making my own kind of gate. I tried to do like an arch like this, but I end up doing columns and spandrels, and then I put some like fairy lights on it. I thought it was really cute. So it's not really like a closed gate, but it's kind of like a makeshift entry thing, and I don't know, I really liked it. For a cottage build that is here in Henford on Bagley, I didn't have too much room for like a full sized yard or anything, but we do end up getting, I think, some planters back here. I might have thought about putting a chicken coop, and you can probably fit a chicken coop in like the front-ish yard. I just didn't put one, but if that's something you need for your gameplay, there's plenty of room, I feel like, where you can put it. I just don't think there's enough room for like llamas or cows or even horses if you have horse ranch. Unless, I mean, you can probably make it work somewhere if you really try, but that was not part of my vision, at least this time. Now we have some terrain paint down, which reminds me because when I left this build and came back to it at one point, the terrain paint was all gone. And it was very annoying. I can't believe that glitch is back. I think they had fixed it for a little bit, but I hate that. So if you guys download this off the gallery and the snow melts and there's no terrain paint, I'm very sorry. I am very sorry. Which, by the way, this build is up on the gallery for you guys to download and enjoy and do it what you must to, you know, make it your own. But my gallery ID is Symtherin in case you are looking for it. We're pretty much finishing up our final touches of the landscaping here. We're going to pull out some bushes and some flowers and kind of make it look a little lively, just so that later on I can cover it up with snow. I, for one, am not the biggest fan of snow. I feel like it gets a little annoying. The first time it snows and it looks all clean and white and fluffy, it's so pretty. But after some time, it kind of gets annoying when it becomes slush and then everything's wet, or when it becomes ice. Me and ice have a dangerous relationship. I tend to slip on ice a lot and embarrass myself in front of people, and it hurts both my body and my soul. Anyway, you'll notice I pulled out some trees from the Cottage Living debug menu and shrunk them down a little bit to make them look like bushes. We have some evergreen trees here framing the front and parts of the corners of the house, which I absolutely love that layered look. And I don't know, I really like how lush and pretty this landscaping came out, and it looks really pretty once we get into like the real snowy winter. It just works. It pulls itself together. You guys will see it. And of course the tool mod is helping me out with all of this resizing and positioning so that things aren't sticking through the walls as much. That is a very helpful mod, and it's always linked in the description below. So I definitely always recommend it if you are very much into precision and trying to bend the game to your will. It's very helpful. You know, it's funny, I did add this roof detail with the hole in it. That is from the Life and Death expansion pack, I believe. And it's pretty much just on that part of the roof. There isn't too much other parts of the roof that need quote unquote fixing, and it kind of sucks because if it's the middle of winter and it's snowing and if that's leaking into your house, that would be kind of insane. But that room isn't really like a bedroom or anything. It's like a laundry slash activity room, and I don't know, I guess it works that way. But I just wanted an excuse to use that because it's new. That's really all. I don't really have any explanation for if there's a story behind it or if they're working on fixing it, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we're into the interior now, and we're starting off with the kitchen. I did struggle a little bit at first with trying to find the placement of the kitchen, but then I closed off some more rooms because at first the first floor was very open concept, not like super open concept, but it was like divided into just two rooms. But then I blocked it off a little bit more, and I think that definitely really helped. So we have this little tiny but cozy kitchen. I really like how this one came out. I decided to use these base game counters and cabinets. These are the ones I don't use all the time. There are those other ones that I honestly probably overuse all the time. I really liked using these for a change and pairing it with this base game wallpaper, but that wood paneling is from the Book Nook kit, which was really fun to use because I feel like I don't use it enough. And then we just get like the minimal amount of clutter. We get our cutting boards, we probably get some paper towels and things. And I'm saying probably because, like I said, I built this a little while ago and then got sick, so my memory's a little foggy. We're watching it for the first time together, guys. How exciting. I did see the pictures though, because I've edited all of that, but I can't remember. I did a lot of photo editing for posts and stuff for a bunch of builds yesterday, and they're kind of all blending in a little bit. I do believe most of the clutter is on this corner cabinet though, so not too much to worry about. We do have some paper towels over by the fridge, and we do get an island in here, so there is plenty of like counter space for your Sims to do their chopping and cooking and things, because I don't put any clutter on the islands. So I have not play tested it at this point in time, but you're going to see that in a little bit anyway, because once I'm done with this voiceover, I'm going to do the playtest. So bear with me. You'll see at the end if this is actually a functional kitchen or a functional build at all. So stay tuned. It's a mystery for all of us. I did think about coming back to this build and adding in like Winterfest decorations, because 'tis the season and Christmas, if you celebrate, is about a week away at this point, which I don't know. I still need to finish my Christmas shopping. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I just opted not to. I do put that like season storage box upstairs on the landing, so if you do move a sim in here, you can then decorate and put the lights and garland and all that stuff. But that's for any season too, so like Valentine's Day, Halloween, or just for funsies, because lights are pretty, especially twinkling lights and things. The rest of this kitchen comes together pretty easily. I'm just trying to find the perfect curtains, which I think I end up going with the modern luxe curtains. I thought about these, I think those are from Desert Luxe, but I ended up with these modern luxe ones, and pretty much those are everywhere in this first floor. I also knew I needed something on this wall to kind of, I don't know, put something in this space and fill that up very well, but I wanted to keep it like functional for your sim to kind of walk around a little bit. So we just put an end table, a mirror. That mirror is actually from Outdoor Retreat, which honestly I haven't visited Granite Falls in a while, and I'm kind of itching to go there because I usually do every winter season at least once and build something there, so stay tuned. That's usually where I build a winter cottage, but this year we did it in Henford on Bagley. But we are just gonna gather up some of this clutter. I make my own little vase and flowers. I think I can't remember where that picture is from. It might be Cottage Living, or it might be one of the newer packs. Maybe Horse Ranch. I don't know. It's one of those. Don't quote me. I'll figure it out later. And now we're in part of the build where I believe Cozy Celebrations is now almost released, because I took a break from this. And you'll see we have that little hot cocoa tray, that drink tray that we got with an update. It's super cute. And then the other item I wanted to make sure that was included was that quilt rack or blanket rack. I don't know which way you want to call it, but that is in our living room in this build. So you'll see that in a little bit. And then what else is in this dining room? We just get a table. It's a pretty small room, so I couldn't really do too much. I think we get like a shelf or a storage like china hutch on this wall. We get the record player here, which came with one of the kits that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. So we're just gonna move on. We get some paintings up here. Those are from base game, and I do end up putting some pet bowls in here, but there is no litter box in this build, so I guess it would be better fit for like a small dog or two, maybe. You can probably find room for a litter box though if you prefer that kind of gameplay. I don't know. I think if I played a Cozy Celebrations, I might make a sim and give him a dog, because I think that's cozy. Cats are cozy too. I have both. I am a dog mom and a cat mom. Please do not make me choose. I can't. I love both of them so much. I pretty much added them there because I knew something needed to be in that corner. I just didn't know what. So I was like, they can have a pet or two. Go for it. Love it. We're going to pick out some lighting. We really rely heavily on these cottage living chandeliers and some base game sconces, But now we are here in the living room. That is the little quilt rack I was just talking about. I put it next to the fireplace. Hopefully it doesn't set on fire very easily. We have like a little book nook over there. So of course we had to get this cozy couch from the book nook kit, and we're gonna get some chairs and seatings around here. I forget what else is in here. I think we get a desk and a chess table. I have been putting chess tables in my builds recently for some reason. My last apartment build, I put it in the Sims bedroom, which I have never done before, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. So I liked it here, but if you were to decorate this home for the holidays and you want to get a Christmas tree up or something, I think that would be a perfect spot for you to just move the chess table somewhere else, put it in your Sims inventory or something, sell it if you need the cash, and then you can put the tree there. I think it would be a perfect place for the tree. It has nice big windows that look out to the front of the build, so you'll be able to see the tree from the front, and it would be really cute and pretty and cozy. Because really, this season is just all about being cozy. So anything we can do to make that happen, do it. Where I live, we had our first like below zero cold day last week, and I had let the dog out and felt that really ice cold breeze. Closed the door really quick, turned and looked at my boyfriend and smiled wide, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "It is the perfect weather for a hot cocoa." It was so good, honestly. I might make some tonight after this voiceover. Okay, it's not even that cold. We had that one really cold day, and then it went back up to like 50s. Like, is it spring? Like, what is going on here? Who knows? But hopefully we'll have I don't think we're gonna have a white Christmas. Actually, now that I'm starting to say that out loud, I haven't seen a white Christmas since I was a kid. I feel like it just doesn't happen anymore, at least where I'm at. But anyway, we are cluttering up this fireplace mantle with some plants, and we get this little TV from the basement kit, I think, Basement Treasures. Here is our chess table. I don't know. I still don't know why I'm like obsessed with putting these inside builds now. But maybe that's good for your gameplay, because I remember playing the game back in my day. Logic skill was always very important. So, and I'm pretty sure, I know it's pretty important for a lot of career paths and things. You need to get that skill up. So, yeah, and we get the dining room, or not dining room, dine out plant, because that's the best plant in the game, at least one of them. And in this other little corner here, that is where we're going to put a desk and a computer, the one from Cottage Living specifically, because it's just super cute and I love that one, and I always forget it exists. Overall, I like how this living room came out. I feel like it's perfect for some cozy nights, like movie nights or reading on the couch and watching the snow in the big windows. I think it has a good shape to it too. It's not too wide, not too long. That is my opinion, but we're getting a lot of the new clutter up here. Those candles are from Life and Death. That book clutter is from the new Cozy Kitsch kit by my Shuno-san, and I love that kit. If you guys haven't seen my recent apartment build, that I really had a lot of fun with those colors in that kit. And then I went and built this dark brown and very different color scheme. And now this is the room with the roof with the hole in it, so hopefully it's not leaking too bad, right? Because it's your laundry room as well. Here is just a stacked washer and dryer. We have a sink here. Like, this room is very heavy laundry day. There isn't any other like laundry day stuff items, I think, in the rest of the build, besides maybe a couple hampers. So if you don't have that stuff pack, they just won't be here. And I don't know, I think usually the game like picks different stuff for items that you don't have, or they'll just remove it altogether. I feel like it can go either way, but it wouldn't be too big of a deal, and you can just add more skill building items in here. This part of the room is the laundry part, and then the other side is an art easel where I put some of the items from the artist studio kit that we got a little while ago. I keep forgetting about this kit, honestly, but I love the items in this kit. They are so good. Okay, so it's kind of a shame that I keep forgetting about it, but anyway, I remembered that we have it and it exists, and we grab a few items from there. But again, if it's something you don't have, this room is very easily, like, you can customize it to whatever packs you have, whatever needs you have. If you don't like playing with laundry, you can get rid of all of that, you know, all that stuff. And here's where I thought about adding Christmas decorations, and I don't know if I recorded me trying to put a tree over in that chest table and then saying, no, I like the chest table. So we'll see if that comes up, that comes up. But we got a little bit of the holiday, like, wall decor there, but really that's pretty much where it ends. Now, here is our first bathroom, and I believe this is the only bathroom I keep on video, maybe? Wow, I can't remember. I want to apologize if you guys are hearing the occasional, like, click like this. That is my pen. I've mentioned it before. I fidget with a lot of stuff when I'm doing these voiceovers. Like, I usually have a pen that has, like, he has a little head on top, and he has, like, a fuzzy little, like, kind of afro, kind of maybe like troll hair, if you know what I mean. But I usually play with that because it's soft and it doesn't make too much noise. But I don't have that on me right now. I don't know where it is. But I do have this, like, tri-colored pen. Like, if you grew up in the 90s, you know of those pens where, like, you can choose different ink colors and things, like, in one pen. So it has, like, these little slidey things. That's what I keep playing with. And I'm currently looking around to see if there's anything else. So if you continue to hear that clicking sound, and you've probably heard it for most of the video, but I just, like, re-listened to the last part of the recording because I keep stopping and then redoing it because I'm so out of practice right now. But I just want to apologize. So we're not going to dwell on it anymore. I'm sorry. If you're still around, you're the real MVP, but I want you guys to tell me if you're a fidgeter or not. Like, do you like to keep your hands busy a little bit when you're talking or listening, watching TV, or doing something? I think I've always kind of been that way, but not really fidgeting. When I was a kid in school, like, even well into college, I would just doodle on my notebook while teachers are talking and things. Like, that was pretty much what I did. I take notes, but I also doodled a lot. And I find myself doing that at work a lot when I'm on meetings too. So, I don't know. I just like to keep my hands active. I found something softer to fidget with. He's a little Christmas gnome that I added to my Christmas decor decoration. I guess he's more winter. He doesn't really, I don't know. He could just be a winter gnome. My gnome collection has been really growing. If you guys haven't been around, I like gnomes, and sometimes I post them. I've done that, like, maybe once actually over on Blue Sky and Twitter and maybe Instagram in my stories or something. But yeah, he's my newest little guy, I guess. He was on sale at the store and I needed him, and I knew I don't really have, like, holiday decorations in my office. So when I was like, where am I gonna put him? And I was like, he stays with me. He's really cute. Maybe I'll share a picture someday. I really should. My desk setup isn't very exciting though, so I don't know. That's something I want to work on maybe next year. We'll see. I also don't want to, like, put too much money because I'm cheap. And I sometimes would rather get other stuff. I also need to upgrade my PC. Wow, we are getting onto the rambly part. The bathroom is almost done though, so we're gonna head upstairs and start on some of the bedrooms, and maybe you'll see some of the bathrooms. I don't remember. We're gonna figure it out together. I'm also starting to think that I didn't speed up this part of the footage because it's moving kind of slow, so I really apologize for that, but luckily it's a small room and it's pretty much done. Awesome, here we go, on to the first bedroom. This one ends up being a kid's bedroom, maybe more preteen, I was kind of leaning towards. I didn't really have a specific personality in mind. I did at first think this bedroom would be like a parent's bedroom or master bedroom, but it wasn't big enough, so it ends up being over here. But which room are we going to work on first? Is it this one? I don't even remember. I think I remember bouncing between them, but maybe we're sticking here. It took me a while to figure out a bed. This bedroom went through some different phases, and I did take a little bit of a break again between decorating the first floor of the build and then coming up here. So the color scheme gets a little lighter in this bedroom. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. I personally don't mind that because, I mean, well, I guess most of my house is pretty cohesive. Like, all the paint colors are the same. It's not that exciting, but it happens, okay? There are some homes that have different color schemes in every room. So I think that's perfectly normal, and that's what happened here. It's kind of funny though, because it's a winter cottage, and then this room is very bright and maybe more springtime cottage vibes. That's my opinion. That's how it came up, but that's because I love the swatch of this base game bed. Okay, I was just like, I don't know, I love it. It kind of goes with the floral wallpaper up here, and I just thought it made sense. But also, I thought, well, I don't change my bedding by the season. I change my bedding. Okay, let me start there. I do wash my bedding, but I don't like have seasonal bedding sets either. So I would assume maybe the Sim just really loves this bed set and they use it all year round, because I think that's normal too, okay? Either way, I still like this room and I very much enjoy it. But we get this paranormal stuff pack shelf, which I don't use as often as I wish I did because it's so pretty. But definitely I've never used it in a white swatch before, and I felt like that really helped tie in the rest of this room. I tried to do something fun with like this dresser. I don't know. I thought it was cool. So I don't know if it's functional. You'll have to see in a little bit. But I think there's another option for a dresser in here. I just can't remember. If not, if the mirror works, then you're good, because you don't even technically need a dresser. I don't think. I think we talked about that in my last build, but yeah. Here's the wallpaper changing again and the rug changing, but I think this is the final color scheme, and we're just going to add some detail like some wall decor. I think we get a bookshelf in that other corner. I thought about a fireplace, but we got the vent in here, so I think we're good. And yeah, this is the main bedroom. The hallways and like the entryway in this build, I did leave off camera. I just didn't do anything super exciting, I don't think, but you'll see those in the walkthrough. But our final room is going to be the child's bedroom, and I imagine that this child is probably like preteen. Like, they're starting to purge their stuff of all like the kid items, and they're getting more into maybe like, I'm a grown up, I don't need all these toys. That was like my thought process when I was doing this room, because there are some like childish things in here. We have the little bears chair, I think, which is the base game chair. It also took me a little while to figure out which bed I wanted to do in here, but I think we stick with this one from Eco Lifestyle. Very classy, very simple. I thought about merging them together to make it look like a little bit of a bigger bed. I've seen that trick around, but I opted to just keep it as is. And yeah, this is what I mean by like some of the childish things. Like, we still have this lamp with the little, I think it's a fox on there. And then we get that cardboard box from Growing Together with, it's like a horse cardboard box with like a little princess bear on top of it or something. We're gonna see it soon, but we're getting some bookshelves because maybe this child likes to read. I know when I was a kid, and still even to this day, I do enjoy reading a good book. I don't do it as often as I wish I did, but this year I actually read a couple of books, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I forget what number of books I read, but hopefully next year we can do a little bit more reading. So this room is pretty simple. We get this little basket, but I also get like a functional laundry basket in here. They get the dresser and mirror combo from Cottage Living, which I love that item. Honestly, it's such a good one. That Cottage Living plant was giving me a weird shadow, so we get our dine out plant again. I know I used it a couple of times in this build. Sue me. Okay, I love that plant. On top of the dresser, we add a little bit of clutter. We get one of those like knickknacks, paddywhacks, whatever. I forget what the item's called, but I think that's from Basement Treasures as well. and some makeup brushes and things, because obviously the sim is in her preteens and maybe starting to experiment with some of those things. But I still feel like there's a little bit of child whimsy in here, which I'm not mad at. I like it. I think this is a good, simple, in between age bedroom that could be used for, you know, whatever you need it to be. But we are going to hop in live mode and start playtesting. And we are live here in Henford on Bagley. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, or actually, how about the ghost in the room? He's a little hard to see, but this is our playtest sim today. Argus Rowe. He was alive when I loaded him onto this lot. But he's going to playtest for us, so I think we'll just start in the kitchen here. So he's going to make some food. I think I have him making some franks and beans, but this should be completely functional. And yeah, it's really cute in here, especially in live mode. I love the frosty glass on the windows because it's cold, and it's kind of funny seeing a ghost cook and test ingredients while he cooks. So that is interesting. But overall, kitchen, pretty simple, very cute. Here's a closer look at the vase and flowers that I made with these two items here. I think those flowers are from Dine Out, and that vase, I think I mentioned it might have been from like Cottage Living or Horse Ranch, or one of those types of builds, packs, whatever. But look, we've got franks and beans. How good. I hope it's delicious. He doesn't want to look at me. Oh, hello. I also want to make sure we test this new drink tray. So I love some peppermint hot cocoa, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see if that functions and make sure we can sit here. We can probably fill all pet bowls. I'm just going to do it all just to make sure we're good. So he's sitting. We're good. We're restocking. Look how delicious that looks. Oh, yes. I'm definitely making some hot cocoa. Cool. I forgot I had him sit there, and then I'm sorry I keep going into the walls. We're going to turn on alternative because you're a ghost. Oh my god, he had franks and beans, and now, yeah, that's happening. Before we head into the living room, I do want to point out this like entryway that I did make with this little like shoe and coat rack nook. I think that's really cute. You could drop off your backpack and things. So that is here in the entryway by the stairs, and just on the side, just so you guys can see it, because we didn't build it in the speed build, just a chair and a mirror. Very simple. I don't know where he went, but I need you to come and light this and maybe watch some TV. Let's see if this functions. I'm pretty sure these are going to be good. We have a lot of options for books, so yeah, we can't interact with this item, but that's okay. Look at that, so cozy. Let's read something. TV works, great, that's awesome. I know I keep changing like what you're doing, but that's okay. Great, a ghost reading on like a flowery chair, that's perfect. What else do we have to test out? We should make sure that this works. Our chess table, and of course we should probably sit here and maybe do something on the computer. He's listening to Latin pop over here, so that's great. This stereo is from the Cozy Kitsch Kit. I absolutely love like retro stereos that look like that. So our chess table works. My poor playtesting sims never get to finish a task. I just noticed the needs here. Goo waste, spooky diversions, ethereal bonding, ethereal sustenance, otherworldly slumber, and apparition cleansing. That's fun. I haven't played with Ghost yet, really. So that is working, which is awesome. I do want to see if we can get this to work. Maybe if we have him test the bathroom. Did that put clothes in here? Maybe if you can possess it, I would assume that this works. That's what I'm gonna assume, and you guys can tell me otherwise. I don't know if ghosts can do laundry. So, but it looks like our bathroom is pretty functional over here. I wasn't too concerned about that, but it's still good to know, you know? Why are you going over there? We are going to set the sink type to kitchen, this one to bathroom. We're going to cancel these so that I can make sure he can come here. Uh-oh. We have an issue. I can't wash hands. Can we freshen up here? Okay, we can use the mirror. I'm gonna make him go somewhere else. Just come here. I'm wondering if we just need to move it around. Oh my, the build lag is so bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna like squeeze it up a little bit, a little further forward. Let's see if that now works. Okay, good. Good. That is fixed. We will test that in the other bathrooms. But coming back to here, I'm pretty sure that's going to be functional. Let's possess the laundry basket and possess these things. So that works. Great. Perfect. Fun. You can stop that now. And good. You're in there now. Great. Let's start a figure painting. Yeah, I figured this room would be great for those cozy skill building activities too. And you can obviously do what you want here. We can craft a sculpture. We can do that. Let's make sure that works. Look at that. He's acquiring so many skills and that is going to be it. But look, he's getting a little tired. So I think this is a perfect time to head upstairs and check out the bedrooms. First, we'll check out over here, and it looks like he'll be able to sleep and relax in this bed pretty easily. I'm pretty sure we can go to the other side too. Let me get out of tab mode and let's assign left side. There we go. I mean, he kind of walked through it because he's a ghost, but I would assume that that works then. So he's going to sleep a little bit, but when he gets up, I want to make sure that this mirror works and maybe one of these dresser, like try on outfits. I didn't know you can sit on a poof nearby a mirror and freshen up. He's not even looking at himself, but I guess it works nonetheless. So you can't really get to the dressers, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. Try on outfits. Either one of them? No, because you can always try on outfits here, right? Try on outfits with this mirror. Yeah, that works perfect. And while we're over here, oh, look, laundry. Okay. We're gonna just do this real quick and make sure all of this works. We are going to set this sink type to a bathroom. Perfect. The toilet works. The sink works. Love that. And then we'll make sure that they can shower. But here's where our decorations are in case you are looking for them. They're up here in this little hallway. This hallway doesn't have too much like exciting stuff going on. We have some paintings, some plants, we have a bench, we have the storage rack from Eco Lifestyle, the storage boxes from Seasons, and then we have this other bedroom over here, which we're gonna go to next. Right, so this bed is functional, which is good because we added some clutter underneath it. I'm gonna make sure we can sit here. I mean, there's nothing to interact with there. So sorry we jumped there, but yeah. We're good. He looks a little cold, brr. But we're also going to try this up too and just make sure we are good by trying on outfits. The mirror works. That's great. Good to know. And then we have one more bathroom here. But now that there's actually some laundry, we might actually go back down there and try doing a load real quick and make sure that that works. You can, okay. I know you're feeling like, you are hot pink. You are feeling it. Okay. I'm gonna have you stop. You need to calm down a little bit. Maybe we take a cold shower instead. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad sometimes when I'm watching Sims use the bathroom. Did I set the sink type yet? Nope, I did not. Let's take that cold shower, make some more laundry. There we go. And then we're gonna do laundry. We're just gonna add to the washing machine. Make sure we can do that all right without any hiccups. And can he do it? Yep, we've got clothes in the washer. You probably have to start this, right? Wash laundry. Why are you so cold? I probably don't have a seasons like thing. I also don't know how long laundry takes. Look at that. Unload laundry and move to dryer. Let's do that real quick. I didn't look to see what time, but maybe in the recording you guys can see what time we started the laundry and when it was ready to move to the dryer because I had no idea. I wasn't paying attention. And dry laundry. we have a fully functioning build here. Awesome. The only thing we couldn't test were the planter boxes here, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay with that. If not, there's some room to play around with that. Maybe at some point I'll remove the winter and try and do that. But right now we are going to upload this to the gallery. We are going to call it Winter Cottage. Very simple. We have 2 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, and I'm going to be just a cozy winter cottage. If I can spell. Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. That has been a winter cottage build. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Those are free ways to support me. But of course, if you want to support in other ways, I do have a creator code that you can use that we talked about a little bit earlier. Creator code Symtherin. Let me know what your favorite room here is, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!